taught us how to be better people. And if someone was running short, she'd find some way to help them out. She invited us to her home. She took us downtown. She really took an interest in us.
And I understand she was instrumental in getting you to change your name.
She was.
Will you explain that?
Well, because I had such good grades and because I was doing well and active in extracurricular activities, I won a scholarship to the University of Chicago. And as I got ready to go, Miss Eric took me aside and she said, my name was Johnny then, Johnny Johnson. She said, Johnny, you're a big boy now. Shouldn't you be John? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, do you have a middle name? And I said, yes, it's Henry. She said, no, I don't like Henry. She said, we've got to get you a better middle name. She said, what about Harold? I said, that sounds good. So on that day, I became John Harold Johnson.
All right.
And of course, they kept no records of births in those days. And so if you wanted a birth certificate, you wrote to the government in Little Rock, and you had to find at least 2 people to swear that you were born on that date. And my mother had a lot of people who swear I was born on that date. And so I got a birth certificate as John Harold Johnson. Mm-hmm.
That is interesting. Yeah. I do want people to know that history about you.
Mm-hmm.
There were a number of students who would later become famous who went to high school with you.
Yes.
And graduated with you, as I understand.
Yes.
Will you name a few?
Well, Harold Washington, who later became the mayor of Chicago. Red Fox, who became very well known. Nat King Cole, who didn't know he could sing then. And Dorothy Donegan, who became a well-known pianist. Yeah,
That's quite a graduate.
They taught people well there.
Yes, absolutely.
They took an interest in them, and they cared about us, and we knew they cared about us.
I also understand that when you were chosen to speak at your school's commencement, that the Chicago Defender covered your speech.
It did.
That was your first press coverage.
Yeah, my first press conference. yeah, and they said John H. Johnson and Archibald Carey Jr. would be the speakers.